All right, guys, we got some dates. This first one's kind of special. You might need your passport. I'll be in Bangkok, Thailand, doing the ring announcements for the Kumite.
Nice, that's a big gig.
It's a big secret karate tournament, as it were. Yeah. And we got a special guest, Bolo Young, Chong Lee from the original Kumite, still alive somehow. But we're going to make that happen.
Absolutely. All right, and August 1st through the 5th, I'll be screaming into the void down at the gas station by my house. September 2nd through the 11th, I'll be watching you from an unmarked van. And September 35th, right back here in Georgia, where I'll be controlling your thoughts via an implant we stuck into the COVID vaccine.
Nice.
This is the Ministry of Silly Talk.
Silly Talk. Ministry of Silly Talk.
This is the Ministry.
This is the Ministry of
Silly Talk. This is the Ministry of
Silly Talk.
Thank you for listening to my Daddy's Stupid podcast. And remember, his head is full of doo-doo, so don't listen to anything he says.
That's very funny.
Sometimes.
They can't all be winners. Big swings on the dates this week, and a couple of dribblers down the third baseline at least.
Get tickets.
847-665-9238 for those tickets.
We're selling those out.
Whatever that was.
Yeah.
All right. So we've done this previously to great success a couple times. We solved the fried chicken debate.
We did.
And we discovered the greatest comedy film of all time. Controversial, but
we whittled it down from a good amount of choices.
Yeah. And so we'd been discussing recently about doing another run of one of these brackets where we figure out the best of something. So we're going to today construct the bracket for the tournament for the greatest action film of all time.
Yes.
And I'm going to let you start because this is going to be all over the place.
Okay, and so we're going to kind of do it a little different. Last time we talked about the comedy movies situation the week before as I was leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I got really excited, went home, made a dumb list.
Did a bunch of homework.
Talked with my wife, my brother. He did the same with people and his, whatever. So then I come back the next week with we're just going straight into it. So this may be a little bit brainstormy.
Yeah, of course.
But it's kind of fourth wall showing our process when we do these things.
The last time, too, and it'll be true for this effort, is there will be groups.
Yeah.
There will be franchises.
It's a 32
team
bracket.
Yeah.
But there will be some that have 8 films.
Yeah, and some that may be more than that.
And there's going to be a bracket where a certain film gets its own, but could be in another bracket.
Yep, absolutely. So don't look for a lot of coherency here, but I promise when it's over, it'll make sense, at the very least to us, hopefully.
And I'm just going to kind of, like you said, start, and I'm going to go top of my head, just action movies that cannot not be on the list by themselves, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport is definitely
1989. Because to me, Jean-Claude gets his own thing, but Bloodsport is...
Yeah, I need to pull up the Google machine here too, so that so we have some more information on these films.
Yes.
And then Jean-Claude obviously is going to need his own bracket. Yeah. And the other thing that's going to be I think somewhat different here. I mean, it happened a couple of times during the comedy thing, but the action movies, I think too, we may have varying favorites as far as franchises are concerned too. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
well, the thing about this, as with the comedy movie, even though me and him have a lot of the same opinions on entertainment type of things, there's going to be stuff that resonates more with him than me. Mm-hmm. So there may be a couple arguments here and there about, hey, well, this should be there. Well, that's garbage or whatever.
Yeah.
Which makes it fun.
But I think, and there's, so this is my first complication of the process is obviously I start and end with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes. Okay, so he gets his own grouping.
He would have to, right?
But, there's
so
many. Okay, so here's the question. Which Arnold's, because we're only doing 32.
Yeah.
So let's say Arnold can only get 4 slots. One is himself as a group.
Yep.
And then 3 singles.
Yeah.
Terminator
2. Yeah. I'm tempted to throw True Lies in there as a solo project.
Okay. can we just hold that one? Write True Lies down.
All right.
Because if for some goddamn reason there's a space left,
Yeah.
then True Lies can get its own.
I'm just breaking down Arnie right now. So if he gets if he has three,
if he has 4 total.
Yeah, because it's him and then 3 more movies.
Terminator 2,
2
that takes 2 away.
Predator has to be on the list as its own movie.
Exactly. So that's okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna put those right. I'll put these on.
So you're either thinking True Lies or
there's so many. Oh man. There's better. I feel like there's better options than.
But
True
are
Lies.
there? Think about what True Lies has.
Yeah.
We got Jamie Lee Curtis.
Total Recall though.
Jamie Lee Curtis strip scene
Yeah.
at 38, which may be her prime.
Yeah.
You've got Tom Arnold.
Yeah, it's a very funny movie too.
But it's
great action.
The story is
Meh.
nah, but no, I mean
it's pretty good actually.
You know,
yeah.
if
He's
that
like in
was
hiding.
to happen, you know.
Great action. Gets in the Harrier and shoots the guy off of the missile. You're fired. Yeah.
Is Conan the original Conan the Barbarian get its own before True Lies or no?
Not to me.
Not to me either.
Not to me.
No, fair enough.
Because
but then you got
Conan's kind of
Chamberlain or whatever.
Yeah, Conan though. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's an action star. I don't know how else you would classify it. It's kind of like light fantasy, maybe, but like
but there's going to be movies like that here.
Yeah, and I
mean, Lord of the Rings is not an action movie.
No, it's not on this list.
But it's not an action movie.
If somebody wants to argue that, they can have that conversation with themselves.
This is not the list we're making. We're making action movies.
Yeah.
So maybe Conan has got too much of a what's it called, a background, a provenance.
I'm also thinking this. Hear me out on this, because
Okay.
I'm freestyling the construction of the bracket.
No, we're
going
to be all over the place
it out.
with this, yeah.
But I was thinking maybe what we do, just off the top of my head, the Eastern Conference is going to be all guys and franchises, and then the Western Conference
Solo movies?
solo films.
Oh, fair, but what that's going to this is going to be a different tournament then. It's
Yeah.
going to be franchise versus movie. What holds up? All the Rockies versus Bloodsport.
Yeah.
All the Rockies every time. All the Terminators versus True Lies. Terminators every time.
Terminators have a lot of duds though too.
When I say
There's
Terminators, I mean
1 and 2, and maybe 3.
prior to 2004 or
Yeah.
whatever, when they got out of hand. And that's like Predator as well.
Yeah.
There's 3 Predator films. You know what I mean? Like when you start adding aliens in,
Yeah,
then it's a different genre.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Ooh,
Predator.
is Alien an action movie? Or is that a sci-fi movie?
It's an action sci-fi.
The first one is definitely an action movie
Yes.
with sci-fi tendencies.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of story. There's just a lot of craziness.
All right, so we could put Alien on here somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any arguing with that.
I don't think the whole Alien franchise deserves it. I think just that one really.
Yeah, Aliens is the second one's pretty good,
Good, too, but-
that second one's fire.
It's not 30. It's not in the top 32. But we're fine.
I don't think so. I think it gets to be represented. Alien is on here as a franchise. I don't necessarily know they all qualify for this tournament.
All right. Well, while we're thinking just solo movies, then let's just like Snatch.
Oh, Guy Ritchie. Then I would say. Well, see,
Are those action movies or no?
I don't.
Those are crime movies. Fair.
Yeah,
right?
that's
a crime
gangster
movie.
movies, really. You know what I mean? Because
Where's the line? Is Heat? Where's the line drawn? I think we can't. Okay, let's just say.
okay.
Let's say what can't be there. Heat can't be there. That's it.
But I don't want to necessarily exclude Heat, but I understand.
That's a cerebral movie.
Yeah,
That
but the
Heat could
shootout
happen.
scene is one of the greatest action.
that was
scenes
made
of-
after an actual bank robbery that happened.
Yeah, but that's one of one of those action scenes that it is one of the greatest.
There's several Oscar winners in that movie.
Yeah, it's one of the greatest action scenes in film history.
It's a
so
3-hour movie though.
and that's about 20 minutes of it.
That's
fair.
Because if we leave those out, this is going to be more fun to me.
Yeah,
you leave out the Goodfellas, the Godfathers, those things.
Well, and I put Heat with those more so
I do
than
too.
I would with these.
Anything that would be up for a vote at the Oscars shouldn't be on this list.
No, that's fair, unless it was for special effects.
Yeah, or unless it's Rocky or something.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Because obviously,
Now, see, let's get down in the mud on this one. I don't think Rocky's an action movie. I think Sylvester Stallone is an action star. Judge Dredd.
no. Stallone gets his. I think Stallone and Rocky are the two Stallone things.
I really don't view Rocky as an action film. It's not hokey. There's not a lot of violence.
Yeah.
There's no guns. There's no running through the jungle. Because it's like Rambo. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, see, and me though, I was just montages. I think Rocky kind of the montages and the fighting, maybe, and the fanciful boxing.
It's not an action movie.
Okay.
Think about
No.
action movies, though.
Yeah.
You get what
So
I mean?
Die Hard.
Die Hard's got to be on there. That's an action movie. You know what I mean? There's
No, for sure.
explosions and machine guns. And he's jumping off a building. That's an action movie.
John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick definitely action. Okay, so let's add a couple of them here. John Wick
John Wick 1 stands alone.
Yeah, and I'll leave. We can assume
Yeah.
that that's a franchise because I've only seen the first two or whatever. But
They're incredible.
yeah, they're fantastic. So that definitely goes. And what else did we say? The Rambo trilogy.
I would say the trilogy, but none of those get their own.
Stallone. I think Stallone can. I think all of that can go with Stallone though, because his action movies are so specifically Sylvester Stallone action movies,
Cliffhanger, etc.
Yeah.
No,
so
yeah.
Stallone is all of that.
Gets his one.
Yeah.
Because his standalone movies, you're correct, are cinema.
Yeah.
Rocky, etc.
Yeah, they're too. It's too good for this list. Is really why
That's what we're talking. Yeah, and that's what I really wanted to establish. Is I don't, if there is
trying to avoid a conversation about body mass.
We're getting there.
Yeah, it's the opposite of what we're talking about here. That's what's getting on here.
We're talking
Biceps.
about shirts off, big guns.
Talk about biceps here, people.
We're talking about any movie with Carl Weathers. That's why Rocky gets.
We just got to get that out of the
I
way.
knew that was coming. All right. All right. Yeah.
Carl
Okay.
Weathers underrated too because he's in Predator, but the Action Jackson movies are awesome too. So I'm not against him having a
He
category.
doesn't get his
I
own
don't-
category
because it's really like 4 movies.
and he's never the guy.
Yeah, that's true too. The
But
Action
no,
Jackson
he
though,
adds
is the
so
main
much
guy,
to
but-
those movies. But
Yeah.
like so, Predator, you've already got that.
Yep.
Solo Predator.
I got Jean-Claude.
Okay.
I got Arnie. Let's go through the guys. This will be
Yeah, the
easier.
guys.
I'm definitely putting Steven Seagal on this list.
He has to be.
For obvious reasons.
He has
That's
to
going to be.
He needs to lose, so we got.
Yeah,
put him
that'll
on
be
there.
a good time.
Yeah. And I mean, the couple he had. When you're 9 years old, Steven Seagal movies, all right.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't know what dudes are supposed to look like when they run.
Yeah. You're just way more willing to
Believe
suspend
it.
disbelief than
And his
for that.
ponytail is pretty cool. But
Yeah. So we got Jean-Claude, we got Stallone.
I think Bruce Willis gets his own without, and then Die Hard gets his own.
What other action movies did he do that outside of the Die Hard movies? Because he's also like an
he's
actor.
a good movie guy too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think we represent him with the Die Hard trilogy.
No, because
as
that
a
is his
franchise.
action thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's his action thing. Because all those Die Hards with him in it are great.
Ooh, here's an interesting question. The Lethal Weapon films, I feel like, need to be represented on this list.
Yes, but what other Mel Gibson films could fit under action?
Well, he did some bad ones.
Yeah.
Like there was the one where he was crazy, and the people were out to get him.
Yeah, that was a good movie, but I
But-
almost put that into not even.
Yeah, it's
that
not
might be
necessarily
gangsterish,
It is a little bit more along those lines.
Yeah, it's more
He-
storyline than just. Crazy
He had
action.
some movie, I can't remember what it was called, where he was just going around killing people. It was like a revenge
Payback?
thing. Yeah, payback. Yeah.
So maybe just he gets the. If you give Mel that category and that
And The
encompasses
Patriot is an action movie.
Braveheart.
Braveheart is borderline, but there's a shitload of action
No, I mean,
in that movie.
he was definitely marketed as a tough guy in the 90s.
I almost wrote Mel Brooks. All right, we'll give Mel his own category. He's an action star.
And they count, and the Lethal Weapons count in that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that they're represented
for
there.
sure.
Well, the man himself who just recently went, and even though I'm an action star, Will Smith.
Well, Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
yeah.
You can't leave the Bad Boys movies out because then you encompass Independence Day, which is fantastic. Men in Black's not really action. Independence Day definitely a summer blockbuster sci-fi action film.
I would prefer a Bad Boys category to a Will Smith
category.
because Martin gets in.
Yeah, but
Because I hate Will Smith.
I know,
I'm not
but
a fan.
I know, but
And
I'm
those
just,
movies that you mentioned besides
Yeah.
Bad Boys
Yeah.
are all trash to me.
Oh, see, I love those movies.
No, I
those are all
can't
great
stand
summer
those.
blockbusters, baby.
No, I can't. Jeff Goldblum's the only redeeming quality from the Independence Day.
Yeah, well, yeah, and he just plays the guy from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Cut me my check.
Has he ever? He's a one-note pony.
Yeah,
baby.
that's pretty sure.
He's Goldblum. So
Okay, I'm down. We'll just the bat. I that's not one I really feel like I need to debate.
Nah,
I
I
don't
mean,
care.
you
I don't
don't-
care.
yeah.
I'm not going to go to bat.
You don't
for
have
the
a
guy.
dog in that.
No, I'm not
fight,
going to go to
bro.
bat
No.
for
So
the guy.
I think Bad Boys as a group makes it.
All right.
Scarface.
Gangster movie.
It's not action. No, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
gangster film. If we're leaving all that other stuff,
No, for
out.
sure. That's fair, and that'll give us room to throw some stuff on here.
And I'm trying to come up with some more guys though, because we got Jean-Claude Arnold, we got Stallone,
about the Blade movies.
we got Steven Seagal, Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, I think
is his own
in
category.
general, Bullet
'cause-
Train or what? I mean, all
Yeah,
those
and,
Money Train and stuff.
And it'll go in with Stallone, but Demolition Man's great, and he's the main antagonist of that movie.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
Snipes.
So Snipes. Yeah. Oh, and the Fugitive movie he did. He's
Yes,
yeah.
Well, and also, I mean, White Man Can't Jump. If you want to consider sports as action, that can,
You could. Well, it's a stretch.
It's a
but I'm
stretch,
down.
but yeah.
I wanted to look at something here because Blade, Demolition Man, Passenger 57.
Yeah,
he's
all
in,
those are.
I don't really like the Expendables movies, but he's in those. Yeah.
And those are strictly action.
Yeah, Money Train, Undisputed, Murder at 1600, where the where there's a murder at the White House, Art of War. This guy's been in a Drop Zone. These are all
Straight action.
movies. Yeah, no, the man gets his own.
He's got a good thing. What's that guy that?
Oh, you know what I'm going to do with Wesley Snipes? I'm going to put him up against Steven Seagal.
Nice.
Just so we can get that out of the way.
Yeah, get that out of the way. Very good.
Yeah. Steven Seagal gets to be here. No chance he's moving on.
No. He's just here to lose.
I'm trying to think who else has done a bunch of good action stuff. Hold on.
Or even bad action stuff. What do we? Cause we got Van Damme on there. We got what's his name?
The Rush Hour movies?
Chuck Norris.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Well, that's almost, he kind of just got to put him like he gets a bye.
Put
him in the middle. Just put him as the winner now. Here, I'm just gonna write Chuck Norris in here. There. Well, actually, we solved it in 20
Eyes
minutes.
of the Ranger.
We solved it in 20 minutes. Dude, I love Chuck Norris, obviously, but those missing in action movies are fucking terrible.
Oh my God,
they're
dude.
so bad.
Well, you gotta love him because none of the things he's ever done is good.
No,
it's all
it's
terrible.
all bad.
But for some reason, I just feel like he can kick my ass, even though he's 90. Like,
yeah. No. Sorry, you can't dislike the guy.
You can't leave Chuck Norris out.
I'm
Bruce Lee.
Oh, see, sorry, and I am cheating a little bit because I've got some Google pulled up here, but this is actually a really good reference list. Let me drag it over here, because this opens things up. Because here's someone we had not begun to consider, and that's Harrison Ford, who has done a bazillion action movies. He's Indiana Jones. Wow. He did all those. The guy, the Crimson Tide guy, Air Force One. He did The Fugitive, Clear and Present Danger. I mean, the guy's got a list of. He's in Star Wars, which I don't not necessarily action movie, but his portion of it is very action.
No,
you know
for
what I
sure.
mean? And Indiana Jones, those are action movies. Those are also action movies that are potentially could deserve their own spot.
So just give Harrison Ford his own, and
Yeah.
then Keanu Reeves, I think, gets his own aside from John Wick, because you start adding Point Break, The Matrix, and The Matrix is questionable, but the amount of action in that is out of control.
Yeah, although to me, I would want. The John Wicks are special. Because I was going to say
the
maybe
John
just
Wicks.
throw Keanu in there.
Yeah,
and
but
then
the John Wicks, that style is very.
Yeah.
And I mean, Keanu's got a bunch of bangers otherwise.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. Okay, so so we've got John Wick already. So we need to add Harrison Ford somewhere. Hard. And then we're starting to have matchups here.
Yeah.
And then
Keanu.
I got some space down here.
Does Patrick Swayze get Any consideration? Black Dog. He was in that movie with Keanu where they did the bank robbery.
I've been watching so much Trailer Park Boys. I just got past the one where they steal the Swayze Express, where they steal Patrick Swayze's personal favorite model train.
They try to get it to Detroit or something, right?
Yeah, they're trying to sell it to. They're using it to smuggle cigarettes and weed back and forth across the border to Sebastian Bach. Just so good. It's so good.
Baby, he's in Roadhouse, dude.
Yeah.
The Swayze gets his own, I think. Roadhouse alone.
I hate to take it away from him. Let me, because I feel like maybe
he was in Red Dawn, the original Red Dawn.
Yeah.
I mean, you take away Dancing with Dirty Dancing. I mean, he's in a bunch of good movies.
Ghost is kind of whack.
Hey, you guys got to make a payment.
Donnie Darko, Red Dawn. I don't know what Black Dog is.
Yeah, it's a good movie. He's a truck driver when somebody tries to steal the truck. And he fights him.
Okay, yeah, he gets.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Meatloaf is the bad guy.
Yeah,
in
I'm
that
sorry.
movie.
Sorry, I doubt it. I forgot all about that. All right, who you go? I think he's gonna have to go up against somebody here. We'll try. We'll do our
give
best.
him someone
for him.
else. Yeah,
We'll try our best here. All right. Is that? We had a dudes. I want to bring this up.
Okay.
Because you mentioned it's like the Guy Ritchie films, which I think we leave out for obvious reasons. They're kind of gangster movies. And it's also like quality cinema. I don't really enjoy his action movies, but I'm a big fan of Jason Statham's from the stuff he did do.
He gets his category. He has got a ton.
Yeah.
Those action movies are...
He's got a lot of them.
What they are action movies, and they're the same thing. Liam Neeson gets his own category.
I think the Taken movies get a category.
Yeah, because the rest of his are just that over and over.
Yeah,
so Taken...
Just the whole. Yeah. And, sorry, who was I adding? I was just talking about?
Oh, shit. Right before Liam.
Yeah. Where did that go?
It just disappeared. Literally disappeared.
Where did that go? Who was I just...
We were talking about Guy Ritchie movies.
Oh, Jason Statham.
There you go,
okay.
Statham.
Good Lord.
Okay, what about Fast
falling
and Furious? Do they get a category? Is that an action movie? Is it not, though? I mean, how is that not an action movie?
I don't think it's not. I think all of those
I hate
movies
them all.
this is our list, dude. I think we could just leave them out. They're
out,
going to lose to whoever we put them up
we can
against.
just leave that out,
Well, you could make it real difficult. We could put them up against Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only way they make the list.
There you go. That's going to be a hard one right there.
Yeah. All right. These are randomly assigned, folks. All right. Fast and the Boy, this part of the bracket sucks.
Okay, so Top Gun has got to be there. Correct. Action movie for sure.
Top Gun's really more of a story about a man struggling with his homosexuality, because the action in that movie is pretty short-lived. I know there's the newer ones, but I don't mind. I don't dislike the call, but Top Gun, if you haven't watched it recently...
Is it not just part of the American zeitgeist, though,
of action films? Yeah, I'm gonna write. Let's write Top Gun.
Okay, we can write it
I'm
down.
not because I'm sure we'll have a space for it, but something else is gonna come up.
He's got to come up at some point.
Tom Cruise gets his own section.
Okay, because Mission Impossible, Top Gun.
Okay, yeah, Tom Cruise gets his own section. All right, yeah, that's fair. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that is gonna be a hard one.
I want to let me put a space here.
All right, as far as guys go, so Tropic Thunder was on the comedy list. It can't be on the action list, but it was an action movie.
It was.
I would have a hard time letting that lose to anything, so we probably shouldn't.
No, we end up with Tropic Thunder as the great. Yeah, we're setting ourselves up. We put that on here,
and I really want to avoid
we'll just do an episode about Tropic Thunder sometime.
And I want to avoid the Marvel type stuff, because I don't think that's action.
No, and that became its whole own
thing, and there's just so much to it.
Yeah, and it's just CGI cartoons.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a problem leaving that off at all.
Samuel Jackson.
Dude, I got Jason Statham pulled up, and I just wanted to mention this, but it's got like a little thing about upcoming movies. He's going to be in Fast 10 Part 2. So they're making a Part 2
To the last
to the
Western.
10th movie. Wouldn't that just be 11?
Maybe the story is. I haven't seen it since the first one, so I don't know.
I'll never
Yeah.
watch it, so I'll never know.
Do what you got to do, boy.
No, the guy's cashing checks. There's no
Yeah,
question
for
about
sure.
that.
He's made the same movie for 30 years.
Boy, you know what was really bad was Waterworld. That was
So did you give Liam his own category and not Taken?
Oh no, we're going with the Taken.
Yeah, the
movies.
Taken
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Because he's also got a lot of stuff that's not that.
Not action at all. Yeah. Where do we put here? Okay, Harrison Ford's own category aside. So here's something we're gonna get into here, right? Because we need to talk about Steven Spielberg, and we also need to talk about
Clint Eastwood.
Cowboys.
I was about to say, we need to talk about Clint Eastwood in that style.
Yeah, I think those
Or more of a
are
movie.
just cowboy movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like like you could do a bracket of Western movies.
I think what's our favorite Western action-wise? I'm thinking Wyatt Earp. As far as kind of corny,
Tombstone.
that's what I mean. The one
Yeah,
with Wyatt
yeah,
Earp
yeah.
and Doc Holliday and all that. I'm thinking as far as a Western goes, that's about as strictly action as you can get.
Yeah.
They're not a ton of story. They're just like, hey, we're here taking over and we're fighting.
Yeah. And I don't think I could disagree that the Western genre should have a representative on
It's
this
got to.
list. So Tombstone. Tombstone. All right. So, but we need to talk about Steven Spielberg, and we also need to, before we get into adding cowboy movies to this list, though, the two people we really need to talk about, and I'm writing Tombstone down. I'm sure it will end up on there, but before we get to that,
Okay.
Steven Spielberg is Jaws, Jurassic Park, all the Indiana Jones movies.
He gets one.
You know what I mean?
Spielberg gets one. I mean, action. Dude, those are all action movies.
Yeah. And an argument could be made that they're more like action adventure type movies.
Jurassic Park in an action movie?
Yeah. So yeah. Sorry, I'm also using this so that my spelling isn't completely out of whack. And then we got to talk about Michael Bay.
See, Michael Bay gets.
Got to talk about
Bad
Con
Boys.
Air. We got to talk about The Rock.
It goes.
Yeah. Because
Michael Bay is
Those
to me,
movies.
and he also is the what's his name, the guy who's in those movies.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage,
Yeah,
and Michael Bay action. That's their
Okay,
thing.
yeah,
So
yeah,
so
yeah,
Nicolas
yeah.
Cage doesn't need his own thing. He's in the Michael Bay thing, I think.
Yeah. I didn't realize he was responsible for all those terrible Transformer movies either, though. Yeah, Armageddon.
Yeah,
he did
come
the
on.
Bad Boys movies. Pearl Harbor, which action, yes.
Yeah.
But The Rock.
Yeah, no, those all make it.
Yeah.
And I mean, some of the elements you got Sean Connery in those movies. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. So Michael Bay, also with your own category. You're in trouble, buddy.
All right. On the directors, what about Ridley Scott?
That's just the Alien movies, isn't it?
Well, Gladiator. I think he's got something else.
I need to take a looky-loo.
Gladiator may be a little bit elevated for this list, but it is.
Yeah. Prometheus is that's an alien movie.
Yeah, no,
The
Prometheus is
Martian,
more
that's
sci-fi.
not really an action movie. Robin Hood's not really an
Nah, he's
action
more of a-
movie. American Gangster, Hannibal, Black Hawk Down. I'll give you that.
He doesn't have enough straight action to make the list, I don't think.
Because I just wanted to look because I was like, I don't hate it, but I think his strongest work in this arena is the Alien movies.
Yeah.
That he's
What do you
accounted
feel about
for.
the Jason Bourne movies? Those are good movies.
I'm not against it. It's
yeah.
It's not one those didn't really captivate me. But I like them.
Yeah,
and they're
definitely action.
Yeah, and they're right at home on this
Yeah.
list. Is it Bourne?
Bourne, I think.
Yup. Yeah. So and that's all of those, and that's actually a good battle right there.
Kill Bills, I think, would get their action because Tarantino is not quite just action.
Yeah,
but
no.
I do feel the Kill Bills are his action thing, and they're incredible.
No, they're phenomenal. Yeah.
I mean, beginning to end.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I won't argue with you there. Yeah. The Kill Bill movies.
Yeah.
And then what do we got left? We got some spots left.
No, we got a couple spots.
We got to get Tombstone on here, I think.
No, for sure. I feel like, and then Tombstone will just encompass westerns anyway.
Yeah.
What about? Is there any war type movies Like, does Platoon or whatever, those type of movies, is that action or is that too much story?
I mean, they're
Saving Private Ryan. I saw that in the theater.
Yeah.
The amount of action that's in that.
no. Well, Spielberg.
Okay.
It's on
fair,
there.
Fair.
It's on. I forgot about
Yeah.
Spielberg.
He's all over the place.
But no, I do think there should be some war entries in this. I don't necessarily know that Fury is one of the top 32 action movies of all time, but it's pretty good.
It's a great movie. I don't know if it's
and
it's like I wouldn't say. I think Apocalypse Now was more of a cinematic thing.
Yeah, because that's the other thing too. A lot of war movies, unless it's Schwarzenegger, Stallone, those guys,
if they're realistic, it's too serious.
Yeah,
for this list.
they're stories about humanity and stuff with violence in them as a
storytelling
device,
element.
right? As opposed to the
whole thing.
We came here to see this stuff blow up. You know what I mean? Blow it up. But we got Keanu. I was going to say the Speed movies, but Keanu, I forgot about those too.
Yeah.
That's Keanu. So this time too, as a little bit more due diligence, when we come back to do this, bring your computer too, so that we can. So when we put these franchises and these guys up, we're not forgetting about.
Yeah, because they're bangers that are
Because I forgot all about the Speed movies, thinking about Keanu Reeves. Well, the one he's in, but that's an amazing, iconic American action film.
My personal opinion, True Romance is on this list. I mean, Gary Oldman in that movie. What is this, White Boy Day Today? Are you kidding me right now? And that's action.
It's a very gangster movie, though.
Yeah, but it's not gangster because it's about that guy trying to save that girl, and it's just action.
Yeah.
I mean, dude.
He's dealing with gangsters.
What's his name? Beats her ass so bad in that movie.
Yeah.
The guy from Soprano, I forget his name at the moment. I mean, that's a great
I need to watch this movie again.
Yeah, everybody does. It's
yeah. It feels too cerebral for the list, but I also kind of feel like I can't leave it off of here. It may get its head cut off early though, but because the only I'm put it on here, but the only caveat to this though is with this list, if we're grading on the quality of almost a bad action movie, True Romance is so good.
That's the thing.
We could be getting into cinema here,
but also I think
it is
that
also
adds a layer
of,
to the competition because there's a ton of action in that movie.
Yeah, no, I feel you, and it's something like that should be included.
There's a good level of corniness in that as well. You know what I mean? Like some over the top crazy action, shootouts and whatnot.
We are at 30 minutes. Let's do these, and then we'll take a break, and we'll come and polish this thing off.
All right.
Pause. As usual, this episode brought to you by Shirt Caviar. Visit shirtcaviar.com and use promo code OGA to save 10% on your order today. Shirt Caviar, blow some shirt up.
All right. Hit the hotline, 847-665-9238.
Come on.
Blow up the hotline, okay? Take a shot at the hotline, 847-665-9238. We need some engagement, people.
And on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, get in there,
share,
participate, and
we're available everywhere you get audio and podcasts.
Peace. Well,
We'll
break.
be right back.
Whatever. We'll be right back.
In a world filled with unspeakable evil, one man will bring order to the chaos. He may also find love.
In a bear hug where Paul would have his hands around me like this.
Oh. This summer, John McSweeney has a message for us all.
Colin Murphy, I'm gonna bust you all over this bar. My spot. My spot. Understand? Move your car.
Evil will not win. Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you very much, Paul.
And we're back. All right, so we've made quite a bit of progress, I would say, on our bracket. We're going to polish this off. It was fun. The reason I started recording so quickly is because you mentioned 50 Cent, the Get Rich or Die Trying, because there was a movie we were talking about that happened to have 50 Cent in it, and I forgot. I was thinking about it actually earlier today, that there is the writers of The Sopranos took a jab at that movie in an episode of The Sopranos because there's this kind of throwaway line where Christopher is seeing that girl from ER, the Juliana Margulies character, the other junkie lady. And he's like, they're trying to come up with something to do. And he's like, we could watch the 50 Cent movie. I got the DVD in the car. They were giving it away at the car wash.
That movie had Adebisi in it. Bro.
Yeah, man. You see, okay, we got time, but over COVID, I sat down and rewatched Oz. Let me tell you something about Oz. It is mind-blowing that The Sopranos ever got made, because you go back and watch Oz, it does not hold up. It is one of the dumbest shows I've ever. It's so bad.
That whole made-up prison with the glass doors and that whole concept is insane.
It doesn't keep up with itself, because it's like, oh, they built this special thing to keep people from getting blarneyed and to reduce
it's just
violence.
all blarney and violence and drugs.
It's all violence and blarney, and none of it makes any sense at all. There's like the whole thing too where they throw them butt naked into the hole when they go to solitary. And I was watching some interview, and the guy who was from the show was like, "Oh yeah, they had hired this guy who was supposed to be, like our prison consultant guy, and." He said, "Oh yeah, that's how they do it." And then halfway through shooting, they found out this guy never went to prison, and it just made this thing.
The show's so ridiculous.
Yeah, and they've been making these guys get naked for these scenes where they go in the hole. He's like, because somebody was like, "That's not how that works at all."
No, well,
and the whole thing didn't make any sense.
Nah, it just, you could tell that there was a Hollywood version of something they didn't understand.
It takes a real weird sci-fi turn at one point too, where they like come up with this pill that ages you to the age you would be when you got out of prison. So if you were willing to take this pill, you could get an early release because you like looked 50 or whatever.
I guess I didn't hang with it that long. I don't know. That's
dumb.
Crazy.
It comes out of nowhere, and they play it straight down the middle. Just all of a sudden, this is a show.
And now these guys have this big existential crisis. Do I just take the pill now and be 70? Or?
Yeah, but it's not like it. But it just makes you look old and like has all these horrible side effects. So they give it to one guy, and that's like a 3-episode arc. I'm like, boy, they ran out of stuff on this show quick. Adebisi was a fun character in Oz, but
and also the way the mix of convicts they had in there, right? For anyone who's ever experienced anything like that, you realize real quickly that mix of convicts doesn't happen at a prison.
No.
Maybe at a jail at the very beginning of your scenario. If you're a DUI guy, you'll be with a murderer for an hour till they separate you. But in prison, that's not a,
No.
The DUI guy who was a lawyer who had a DUI and killed somebody in Iraq is not there with the white supremacist killer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just not the same.
Premise of it is it comes apart. Yeah, sorry, I digress. But when you mentioned that a PC, I don't think I've said it publicly, but if you like Oz, you're stupid. If you thought that was a good show,
unless you watched it in 1996.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But if you were still trying to tell me that Oz holds up, you're a stupid person.
No,
I gotta tell you that. I gotta break it to you.
A real tough watch, because I did try to rewatch. Because when I was early teens, or whenever it came out, HBO, that was a cool show to watch.
Oh yeah, it was all anybody talked about.
When you were young, you didn't know any difference. You just thought, okay, I guess that's what prison is.
Yeah,
it's a good deterrent,
Yeah. All right. So we talked about something. Oh, Jackie Chan needs his own category. So we're back to the list.
Okay, I mentioned this earlier. I don't know if you heard me or if we just kind of skimmed past it. But
did I take Chuck Norris off?
No, he's on the other side bottom, I think. Or no, you didn't put him because we put him at winner.
Oh, put him at winner. I deleted it. Yeah. Hold on. So.
Does Bruce Lee, is he action or what? I mean,
it's hard to argue that they're not action movies.
Enter the Dragon, because to me, I think a lot of Bruce Lee's stuff in the zeitgeist is almost like rumor and
Yeah, it's like conjecture.
It's like, was he
a larger than life figure?
Yeah, was he the baddest man on the planet at 120 pounds? No.
Yeah,
but he's pretty quick.
Because we are down to 1, 2, 3 slots.
Okay. All right, so this is going to take some consideration then.
So, and we may end up having to condense a few, maybe. But so we got Jackie Chan. Did I put Jackie Chan on here? Yeah.
Zombie movies. Is that its own thing? Is not
action? I'm if anybody was going to advocate for zombie films,
for sure.
it would be me. But like, it's like
the ones I like are comedies, though. To be honest.
Yeah, and even the 28 Days Later. It's
more of a cerebral thing.
Yeah,
it's more of a scary.
Yeah, it's a thrill. It's a action thriller type of something. Who did we just say I needed to add? We're doing Bruce Lee.
Are we? That's the question, I guess. I don't see how he's not in the action category for top ever. I mean,
no, but
because he didn't make Oscar-winning movies. He didn't make like cerebral shit. No. He made stuff that showed off the kung fu.
Yeah. I think he at least gets to live in the first round somewhere. Because they're guys. Because
wait. Okay, Jet Li has only made action movies.
Yep.
And I haven't seen one that wasn't action-wise a banger.
Yep.
He's got that one where he's got the collar on.
Yeah, that movie's so underrated.
So good.
That movie's so underrated.
What's the guy's name?
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins.
Fantastic.
Is a terrible idiot in that.
Yeah. All right.
And then he was in that Steven Seagal DMX movie.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Romeo Must Die and all that.
Yeah.
Is it L.I., I believe? Yeah. Yeah, I don't
argue that.
I'm gonna not put him on the list somewhere.
There's another 80s or 90s.
There's somebody we're not
regular ass dude that we're.
I feel like we got to Swayze though, so I feel like we've covered quite a bit. Let's check something out here. 1980s action stars. Maybe a brief list of some kind there. Google is so terrible. We hit almost all of these. They've got Antonio Banderas on this list. Mariachis.
I was just about to say those Robert Rodriguez movies he did.
Robert Rodriguez maybe.
Yeah, because the
and then you get Danny Trejo in there and all that.
I think that yeah.
I
think he deserves. But what was the one they did with George Clooney and Tarantino?
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah. That's absolutely only an action movie.
Definitely. That just throws vampires at you.
Yeah. Okay.
Other notable stars. I don't know, man. I think
we're because we're really trying to stay in strictly action here. Because all the other stuff really starts branching off into quality movies,
Yeah, and and then you end up in this situation too. Because I'm looking at this IMDb list, and they've got Dolph Lundgren on here. But I don't
him alone.
No, I don't think he was a
side. He was a side character.
I don't think he was ever a powerhouse on his own. I know he did some solo movies, but
without Rocky IV, no one knows his name.
Yeah, that's very fair. I think we got all of those guys. I'm trying to think because so the part of what was taking me out of the Bruce Lee thing initially, I have no argument about him being on the list. It's because in my head I'm like we're in the 80s and 90s realm. Because then if you start getting into
then you can Charles Bronson, you can
that's what I'm saying. We start going back too far. Then you got to add Charles Bronson. You got to add Sean Connery.
It's got to be our list too.
Yeah,
because these are movies that we grew up watching and we'll watch. I'm not going to go back and watch Enter the Dragon.
No, and I'm also not going to go back and watch. Well, if there was a Charles Bronson movie on TV, I'd probably sit.
If I was at a hotel flipping,
yeah. So to me, in that regard, I almost think Charles Bronson belongs on this list over Bruce Lee.
Yeah, well, I was about to see, and Bruce Lee was a spitball scenario to me because I'm not a huge Bruce Lee fan, but he's just such part of the zeitgeist as far as action.
His name goes along with it. But I think after careful consideration, I think you got to put Charles Bronson on here. Because because all he did was just go around shooting fools. I mean,
no, for sure. But then,
it does circle back
to Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, because Dirty Harry and all that.
I mean, what more iconic action line?
Yeah, and I bet you there's more I'm not thinking of.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's 90, still making shit.
Yeah, and then you got. You got Heartbreak Ridge. You got all the
Yeah, he does bring a lot of a war element in.
Yeah.
And a Western element.
Yep.
Yep. And he's not in Tombstone.
Yeah, Magnum Force. Yeah, all the Dirty Harry movies.
Yeah, I think it's just egregious. Not to
That's
have Clinton
good.
on here.
Firefox. That's a great movie where he steals that plane.
I mean, even into his 70s, he made some pretty good.
Yeah, So, well, here's the rub. Something's got to go.
Mm-hmm. Fast and Furious goes.
I want Fast and Furious and Steven Seagal, but it is stupid to have them taking up 2 spaces.
Those two, I mean, Steven Seagal needs to be fodder. So does Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
And who else? Who's more classy to take out Steven Seagal?
Yeah,
Clint Eastwood.
All right, yeah.
You know, if you want to take out the biggest loser, you got to have the biggest winner.
Yeah, I really only wanted that argument because that's one where it's like, would you rather get hit by a bus or hit by a car? Because that's like a hard one. You have to pick
I'm
one
about
of
to
those
solidify
two.
this argument. Okay,
you have to pick one.
I don't know if you remember this or if this ever was part of your life, but there was a point several years ago where we would get a bunch of really weird, like scam type text, right?
Yeah,
and it would be to, like, buy a product, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, I was getting this text from some Chinese company that had a boner pill, but their reference to who you could be like was be rock hard like Clint Eastwood. And this was like 2022, bro.
Yeah.
And I remember Candace sees the text. She goes, "Josh, what the hell is this?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Honey, I'm not looking to be rock hard like Clint Eastwood." Like, you know.
He's 90.
Yeah, like I just didn't think, you know.
What a weird pull.
So like,
what an odd thing to say.
Well, just what an odd thing. Like, where is it?
I don't know. I don't know how they connected those dots.
Just be rock hard like Clint Eastwood. Like what? And the good, the bad, and the ugly? What are we talking about here?
All right, so Clint Eastwood. I still, for comedic effect, wanted to have to choose between.
Why don't you just put Chuck Norris against Steven Seagal then?
Okay, but then I got to
because Chuck Norris could physically beat Steven Seagal's ass, and Steven Seagal doesn't think so.
No. I was just trying to come up with an excuse to keep my little fight down there hidden away, where it was going to be Steven Seagal versus the Fast and the Furious movies.
Because there's nothing else in here that's bad enough to put up against him.
Yeah, and I'm trying to see if there's something else I'm willing to lose, but I really like the list so far.
I've not seen one I would take off.
I'm still on the fence about True Romance, if I'm not lying to you, but it is also because I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
And I'm okay, but you got to replace it with something that's better.
I was going to replace it with Clint Eastwood and then put my Fast and Furious movie back down there.
No. I don't know. I can't go with that.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. I'm trying to plan ahead for, there being some humor.
I'm also kind of seeing like some that are just definitely going to be first round losers, no matter who they're against. Because like Charles Bronson deserves to be here, but I don't know if he deserves to be here for us.
No, and he's not going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No,
spoiler alert.
Yeah. So like, is there someone else that could take Charlie's spot? I mean, Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Throw Fast and Furious against Steven and put
Clint Eastwood against Schwarzenegger. Okay.
We know who's going to win that, but it's still a good discussion.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got you. So. Get Charles Bronson out of here and get my Fast and Furious back down here because you have to pick one.
Yeah. And there's people we're leaving off because they don't even deserve it, like The Rock.
No,
he made one movie I liked. It was that one with Stifler.
Yeah,
that was The Rundown. That was all right, actually.
Yeah, I don't even think I saw that.
That's
is it worth watching?
It's not on this list.
No, but it's worth watching.
It's a comedy / action, and it was still The Rock from the WWF. You know what I mean? He was just big.
Yeah. So I'm
Christopher Walken is the bad guy in that. So.
Oh yeah,
it's worth seeing.
Have a hard time keeping me out of that one.
Rosario Dawson is the female. And I mean, this is 2004.
Yeah,
so,
I can't not. I'm not watching that. All right, so. Yeah, I think there's an argument to be made that Rosario Dawson is one of the hottest women who's ever lived on the face of the planet going back to the beginning of time.
Well, if you look at a picture of her in 2025 and look at a picture of her in 2005, you don't have to label them because they look like the same picture.
Yep.
See, to me, that's what makes a woman hold up beauty-wise.
Yeah.
You look at like a Jessica Alba who looks the same at 50 as she did at 25.
Yeah. What else? So the list is done. I don't know if there's got some kind of weird audio thing going on here. I hope this isn't about to
hello.
do something stupid. It's working right now. I just keep getting like it's shorting out or something. Anyway, the list is done. And also let me make sure I save this.
What before? Hold on. All right, so I see that Jason Bourne there. Okay.
Yeah.
Matt Damon is the guy in that. So I start thinking of other Matt Damon action type movies, but I can't land on any. I just I see that. I think of that movie, The Town.
That's more of that's kind of a gangstery kind of movie.
And then I'm thinking like Oceans, but those are heisty.
Yeah, no, the Oceans. Yeah, I don't see any reason to include the Oceans movies, and then you can kind of run through those guys. Like Clooney's done some action stuff, but
it's like you can't do Brad Pitt because he's just been in so much that in the movies that he chooses are not. Even Fight Club. That's a great movie. It's not just an action. movie.
No, he's because he's
Snatch,
a phenomenal actor.
That's what I mean. Like him as the Pikey in Snatch is one of the best action
characters
blocks,
or whatever.
But no one who's just an action star could have pulled that off.
No.
That's got to be a thespian.
No,
I think we're being very judicious about making it just action.
And that's the other thing too is I don't really have anything I wanted to add to the list because if we come up with something we can maybe play with it because like I could live with maybe True Lies being another franchise or a guy or something, but it would have to blow my hair back. You know what I mean? Because we've got Schwarzenegger. He's gonna do well.
So is True Lies, though. That movie holds up.
That's true, too.
That's a good... It's funny. It's action. It's
it's one of my favorite movies of all time. There's no doubt about it. It's a great movie. We could wrap if you want. I didn't really prep any like videos or anything for this week, I think that's probably.
I think these episodes need to be their own thing.
Yeah.
Let's just go through it. We'll read them all out loud. Maybe
come up with some. All right. So on the Western bracket, the first game is Bloodsport versus Jet Li. Then you got Harrison Ford versus Robert Rodriguez. Part of the other problem with making this list is the heavy hitters start out in their own category. So then when you remember somebody, you get an unfair matchup. You know what I mean? But I'm fine with it so far. Then Terminator 2 versus Tom Cruise. I think I need to fix that somehow.
You do need to fix that. I think I would let Terminator and Predator fight each other.
They're going to meet anyway. I did set that up that way. We'll talk about it.
Well, all right, so Tom Cruise needs to go against another stud that he's probably going to beat, though.
Yeah. Because I guess that we get into seeding now.
Yeah, I mean, because,
to make it for gamesmanship.
I mean, like, I almost feel like Tom Cruise and Spielberg maybe need to see each other.
Yeah.
I mean, because the movies they made are, you're talking about pop culture-wise. Or even Michael Bay, Tom Cruise, something. You know what I mean? Like one of these.
I was thinking Statham against Cruise.
Okay, fair, because there's as far as you think about the amount of action movies they've made, Statham's made endless.
Which means I got to hold a spot for Stallone because I'm not going to. I really don't feel comfortable putting Stallone against Terminator 2 either.
No, that's not fair to Terminator 2.
No. Yeah, and unfortunately, I think I would have to make a tough decision there because Terminator 2 is so good.
Well, then you start asking that question because this is the way this tournament works.
Oh, I got
What would I rather see, every Stallone or only Terminator 2,
Yeah. I got one. You know what? We'll put True Lies up against Terminator 2. Mm-hmm. I think that's fair.
Because that's two completely different Arnolds.
Yeah, and then we put Stallone up against Chuck Norris. All right. So anyway, so then we got Terminator 2 versus Sylvester Stallone, Michael Bay versus Predator.
Michael Bay didn't make Predator, correct?
No.
I don't know.
No, I don't think so. No.
That wasn't his first one or nothing?
No, we better check on that. It's not his style, but I guess anything's possible.
I mean, it was pretty CGI heavy for that era,
Yeah, this is John McTiernan guy is the guy who did that.
All right, good.
He did a bunch of the other Predator movies too. Okay, so Then we got Jason Statham versus Tom Cruise. I think that's a better matchup than it sounds like. Patrick Swayze versus Tombstone. Stallone versus Chuck Norris. And then I get my stupid fight with Fast and the Furious of Steven Seagal. That may change before the end of the week, but before we get to the next episode. But then Schwarzenegger versus Eastwood is a good one.
So I think we need to come with receipts next week as far as each category. You know, if we're going Schwarzenegger versus Eastwood, we got to list the movies that make.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Bring your computer.
No, for sure.
So that we can we'll pull these up as we go. Die Hard trilogy versus True Romance. I think that's going to work itself out. Alien
versus Steven Spielberg.
I don't think it's fair to Alien, but also I don't hate it.
No.
John Wick versus Jason Bourne
is. Fight.
I think that's perfect.
Yeah. They both have 4 movies.
Yeah, categorically they're almost perfect in that sense to go against each other. Mel Gibson versus the Taken movies. I like that now that I see it.
Yeah, I think we're on the same level there too.
Yeah.
I feel like
now that I see that. Bad Boys movies versus Kill Bill.
Well, Bad Boys, we put them there for fun, so that's fine.
That's what I was gonna
Keanu
say.
and Wesley is going to be a harder fight than you think.
It's going to be way harder than you think. That's actually, and just like in the comedy bracket, first round there will be upsets. Titans will fall.
And I'm telling you right now, I'm seeing one here: the John Claude versus Jackie Chan, which seems obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Kickboxer exists.
I know. Well,
Kickboxer exists. I just don't know.
We're gonna have to get into that one because I'm not as big as a Jean-Claude guy as you are. But we'll sort it out. We'll figure it out.
I mean, they put their hands in honey and glass.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Okay, like Tom Poe. Okay. This is why we're here.
So
okay,
dumb.
yeah, it's so dumb. And like he wins the fight by doing the splits somehow.
All right, well, that's the list, and I don't see any reason for these to be an hour long either. I think we've solved it
great,
here.
yeah.
So that'll do it. Don't forget to check out our tour dates at the beginning of every episode. Dial 847-665-9238 for more information on those. And for now, stay out of the water.
Don't get blarneyed.
Bye.